Hey everyone, we're here at AIM again. It's busy, it's looking pretty good. I've said it before, VRIC and MIF, we're busy. This is a good sign. We're here with the President and CEO of Pacific Ridge Exploration, Blaine Moynihan. Sorry, good to see you again.
You too.
You had some good news here. You announced picking up some properties. Tell me what Pacific Ridge is focused on, and then of course, with these new properties, what does that add to the portfolio?
Yeah, we're very busy. Our announcement on the 8th included three important pieces of news. One is that we've acquired a portfolio of copper gold projects in the US. We now own or control 8 copper projects in Canada and the US. Previously, I would have said our goal was to become one of BC's leading copper exploration companies. Now, it's become one of North America's leading copper exploration companies. We also announced that we will be spinning out our gold assets into a new company. So one of the projects we acquired, Mineral Hill, is in the Wyoming Gold Hills Gold Province, and we have some Yukon gold projects. So we're going to put them together and spin out to shareholders. So shareholders in Pacific Ridge will also get some ownership in NewCo. So it helps unlock value. Shareholders also get some shares, which is great. We'll be looking for senior partners to continue advancing our BC projects while we are focused on our new US copper projects in some of the best copper mining districts in the US.
It goes without saying, I say it till my breath loses, that how important copper is. I think the world is starting to come to it. I mean, we see that it's in the news more. People are understanding, oh, we need this for any kind of transition. If we're going to talk about robotics, we're going to talk about EVs, anything, we're talking copper. People are starting to finally get it. And I think whatever happens in world geopolitics and tariffs and this and that, I think we need to have a logistic framework of where are we getting metals. Yeah. And the West needs to have that, and they don't necessarily have a strong grip right now.
No. Well, and especially copper. So I mean, that is really the thesis for us as we pivoted to copper in 2020 with our acquisition of Cayul in BC, and since then we've put together a portfolio of 5 copper projects in BC. And really the investment thesis is copper, and why copper in BC or why copper in the US, and that's really just because, well, we need a lot more of it, obviously, and also with the increased political risk in Central and South America, you're going to see even more demand for those sort of projects in Tier 1 safe political jurisdictions. So that's really what we've done here. It's not a tremendous pivot. We've actually just strengthened the company by acquiring more copper projects in another Tier 1 jurisdiction. So we're really looking forward to advancing the US projects this year and finding partners to continue advancing our BC projects. But yeah, absolutely agree. I mean, we are 100% bullish on copper. I think copper has a great future ahead of us. And don't forget, when we first acquired these BC assets, copper was just slightly north of $2. It's been as high as $5. Today it's closing in on $4.50, and I think copper is going to go a lot higher. So companies like ourselves that have an attractive portfolio of copper projects in Tier 1 jurisdictions are going to be worth a lot more, and there's going to be that much competition for companies and for projects like ours.
Now, I've been drinking a little bit of the hopium lately because trying to leave the politics out, but some of the discussion that we're hearing from the States, take the tariffs away, we don't know what's going to happen. We're going to get some news today, tomorrow, I don't know. Yeah. But if it went on a better path, and we listen to some of the things from like Kevin O'Leary or Gail Polyev, or from Donald Trump himself, is the acknowledgement, like Biden had, we need these critical metals. But maybe that there'll be a pathway. I mean, even Trump had said, if you've got $1 billion project, we're going to make permitting easy. Yeah. That maybe that spirit of, okay, we acknowledge as a government, as a country, and Canada, that you have resources, they're critical to any transition, whether it's nuclear, whether it's solar, it doesn't matter. Everything. It's all copper and silver, you need it all. So is there a plan, a framework to be realistically, can we get this out of the ground in a safe, regulated, justifiable way? And we have already.
And in a timely manner.
In a timely manner. If you think you're going to be 2030, 2050, no. It has to be
It's got to happen sooner.
Yeah.
And no, I absolutely think that's the case. And I mean, you see it at the provincial government level here. You're seeing it at the federal government level here. Obviously, you're hearing things in the States. I mean, all of these critical metals, I think there is a desire at all levels of government to help expedite projects going from discovery to production. And I think that will just continue to gather speed with each passing year. So instead of a 10 to 15 year timeline or even more, I expect those timelines to shrink because it's absolutely needed, and it's needed now. There's already a supply-demand gap that's just going to continue to get worse. You know, if you want the electrification of society, let's forget about even EVs, but I mean, just up until a few years ago, no one was even, factoring in AI or clouds.
No.
Now all of a sudden, that's another big bump of demand, and we're nowhere close to it. So at the end of the day, we need a lot more copper, more than was previously thought of just a few years ago, and the resources are there. We need to get them out of the ground.
Excellent. So what are some things we should be paying attention to from Pacific Ridge, some kind of yardstick or milestones to say, hey, okay, are you guys hitting what you're achieving, or what are you looking to do for the year ahead?
Yeah.
What should we be paying attention to in the news coming the next 3-6 months?
Yeah, so what I'd hope to accomplish in the first half of this year is that A, we've completed our transaction with EMX Royalty for these 4 projects. 2, we've completed a finance to fund, continuing to advance these projects. 3, that we have entered into an agreement with the senior mining company for one of our BC projects, and that we've completed that Gold Coast spin-out. So we're just at the very beginning of a very busy time for us. There are a lot of moving parts, there are a lot of things we want to achieve, and if we're successful in achieving them, I think it's a great opportunity for new and existing shareholders.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much, Blaine, for talking with us.
Thank you, Andrew. Appreciate
it's an
it.
exciting year ahead.
Yes, thank you.